Hey, friendo, Steve here.
And Larson.
And it's time for our WWE Survivor Series WarGames predictions. That's right. This Saturday, we'll be live doing our watch-along of Survivor Series.
Yes.
But, of course, this here is your guide towards, like, hey, who do we think is going to win? And maybe you have a shot at winning the Big Blue Predictions Championship, currently held by John Hosey. John. And yeah, so of course you can participate in that still if you want to, even if you didn't do the full gear predictions thing. You ain't got a chance at Survivor Series, but it's still a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Patreon, right? Patreon.com/Steven Larson. Or click join over at the podcast channel. That's youtube.com/Steven Larson. Let's go ahead and kick this thing off with some confidence points explanations.
All right, so confidence points. This is what we use here at Going In Raw. So far there's 5 matches announced for Survivor Series. I wouldn't be surprised if they announced a 6th match, given that Adam Pearce, Nick Aldis had a sidebar, a little conversation last night that we as the audience weren't privy to, but they've been kind of alluding it to. Anyways, I'm getting ahead of myself. There might be a 6th match. But
it's going to be Aldis versus Pearce.
Could be.
Who is the real NWA World Champion.
That's a good point. 5 matches here. Match you're most confident, you give 5 confidence points. Match you're least confident, you give 1. So on and so forth till each match has a unique confidence point value. You can't double them up. You get your pick right, double. You get those points. Whoever has most points at the end of Survivor Series with that when added to your full gear total wins Big Blue for Week of Champions 3.
Correct. Anyways, let's go ahead and dive into this, Larson. What is the first match?
Let's kick off with the women's WarGames match. Got Damage Control taking on Bianca, Charlotte, Becky Lynch, Shotzi. Steve, who do you got?
I got Damage Control in this match, and I've got two confidence points on this. Only 2 because because everything else feels like kind of a lock, to be honest with you, except for men's, which I don't know about that one. But yeah, I got Damage Control too, because right now there's only 5 matches on the card, right?
Thus far, yes.
Yeah, right. You said that earlier. I'm paying attention.
I did.
So yeah, I got 2 confidence points on Damage Control. I feel like Bayley is going to be. I mean, I guess it's possible that Damage Control loses and Bayley gets pinned or she messes up. But I feel like you need Damage Control strong, but Bayley insecure. So I feel like she's going to almost mess this up for Damage Control. They're going to win, but this in spite of her, basically. So yeah, that's what I got.
Basically in spite of her, or they might actually say, all right, Bayley, you're essentially the decoy here. We're going to basically sacrifice you at the end of this match so we can ultimately get the win.
Without telling her that that's going to be the situation.
I have third of the utmost confidence that Damage Control is going to win. I got 3 confidence on Damage Control. They're booking them to be a strong faction. They can't lose their first match as a team. Now they got Kyrie and Asuka on there. They can't lose this. It's Damage Control.
I'll be honest with you. I thought that you and I would align perfectly on our actual confidence points. I'm really curious to know what you got at 2 and 1.
Well, let's talk about that next. Carlito taking on Santos Escobar. This is where my 2 is.
What?
And it's on Santos. I got Santos with 2. Here's the thing. Yeah. I don't think Santos is going to lose this, but you got Carlito, you got Joaquin Wilde, you got Cruz del Toro. They all might hatch some sort of plan. I don't think it's going to happen, but the possibility exists. There might be some plan in place to cost Santos this match. Again, I don't think it's going to happen. But the fact that it could happen leads me to not put as many confidence points as some of the other matches. I got Santos with 2.
So I have Santos with 3, which doesn't seem like it's a big departure from you, but the gulf for me between 2 and 3 is massive. 3 might as well be 6. Santos, of course, he's the guy that they're trying to get across now. Carlito is the guy who eats them L's. There's no way Santos loses this match.
No.
Joaquin and the other guy, our Cruz, are so beyond hapless these days. Even if they tried to help, even if they spent 5 years hatching the ultimate plan, it would still fizzle out. Santos gets the win here over Carlito.
There's just too many variables in place for me to give Santos any more than 2. There's only really one match I'm unsure about the outcome, and even that I feel pretty confident about.
Okay, all right.
Next
bitch.
Gunther defending the Intercontinental Championship against The Miz, Steve, who do you got?
Oh, man, of course. I've got the ring general. I'm going to bully you, Miz. Mike. Sorry, no, it's not Miz. It's Mike Mizanin. Mike Mizanin, you little weirdo. Yeah, dude, Gunther, I got 4 confidence points. Again, easily could be 5.
Yeah, I got Gunther with 4. He ain't losing the Miz.
It's a good story, though. It's a good story so far.
It is. The Gunther's promo on Raw last night was really, really effective.
Oh, I loved it.
You know, bringing up Miz getting kicked out of the locker room, bullied by the locker room.
Bullied by the hero. I mean, he put it so poetically. Bullied by the heroes that he looked up to.
Yeah.
Bullied by the people that made him want to be in the sport of professional wrestling.
Yeah. And then he said, I don't think you're done being bullied, though.
Yeah.
Oof.
And it was so rough. He started literally bullying him. He was like sort of shoulder checking
He shoulder checked him. Yeah.
So
no,
rude.
Gunther ain't losing. I got Gunther with 4.
Yeah, same.
Next, Rhea Ripley taking on Zoe Stark for Rhea's Women's World Championship. It's Rhea with 5. She's not losing.
Like, if there is any, I would. This is the one match I would bet like my actual
house.
You know,
put your house
my
on
house. I would put my house on the line for this match if it meant I get more house.
Yeah, you got double your house.
If I got double my house, or like maybe even 3 extra rooms, I would put all that. I'd put all that on this. Yeah, of course.
Yeah. Rhea's winning this. She ain't losing.
I mean, it's a good spot for Zoe Stark to be in.
And the match will be really good.
And the match will be really fantastic, but not a chance.
No, not a chance. I thought that video package for Zoe last night was pretty effective too. I thought that.
It was good. It's all been good stuff, but nobody's at the level of the Rhea Ripley.
That's correct. All right, let's talk about the match that has the most kind of less clear outcome. Although I feel pretty good about that.
Match beyond, you say?
The match beyond. Yes, WarGames, men's WarGames. You got Cody Rhodes, Sami Zayn, Jey Uso. Randy Orton, Seth Rollins. Gosh, the World Heavyweight Champion. I'm forgetting that team of 5 against
WWE's forgetting him too. Cody's the man in this freaking feud right
He's
here.
He's team captain versus Judgment Day plus Drew McIntyre. Steve, who do you got?
Where's my little sheet thing here? I've got. I didn't even put it. So obviously, I got 1 confidence point here. The question is, Larson, does the return of Randy Orton, who, I mean, did they foreshadow this that obviously with Jey Uso realizing that he's the reason Randy Orton's been gone and Matt Riddle's gone? And is that going to be like the story? Because this team, especially with Randy Orton on it, is just, it's a powder keg waiting to go off. Is the return of Randy Orton going to trump the story of that? I think Jey Uso probably needs to pin here. I'm going to say Judgment Day wins, man. I'm going to say like Jey Uso, Drew McIntyre has it right. He hasn't apologized to everybody. He's still like enemy number 1. He's got hella people coming after him. As much as I would love that awesome moment between Jey Uso and Sami Zayn that reflected last year, I think it's going to be the opposite of last year. I think Judgment Day gets the win. Prove me wrong, Larson.
All right, this is what I think is going to happen.
Cool.
Even though Drew McIntyre got his hands on Jey Uso last night and beat him, I don't think he's content with just that. I think his sole focus in this bout, is the reason he's in it, is to get Jey Uso inside the cage. I think Drew McIntyre is going to focus exclusively on trying to take out Jey Uso.
Okay.
Possibly to the detriment of his team.
Okay.
We already saw some butting of heads between Damian Priest, the appointed leader of Team Judgment Day, and Drew McIntyre. It's not like they all get along over there on that team.
No. This whole it feels like people almost have to hold back a snicker when they say leader at WarGames.
Exactly. You
know what I mean? Like Rhea Ripley's like, okay, he's leader at WarGames.
Let's get past WarGames so I can reassume my leadership position in Judgment Day.
Exactly. Even though she's still making the decisions there.
On the opposite side, on Team Cody.
Yeah.
Yes, you're right. Randy Orton's probably going to have a serious bone to pick with Jey Uso. However, given that Randall Keith Orton, at least right now, is babyface on the babyface team, he's going to get that babyface reaction in Chicago when he makes his entrance. Kind of feel like because Drew is going to be so preoccupied with Jey, Randy might not get an opportunity to really get his pound of flesh from Jey Uso until maybe the match is over. You got the babyface team celebrating, bang, RKO out of nowhere, sets up the feud for Jey Uso. Cody be like, oh my gosh, Randall Keith Thornton, what are you doing? We are all in this together. And he's like, match is over. I want Jey.
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
I can see it playing out that way. Plus, unless he's facing Brock Lesnar, Cody doesn't lose. Cody ain't losing anytime soon, I don't feel like, on the road to finishing his story at WrestleMania 40. I got Team Cody a single confidence point.
All right. I like it. Hey, I might have to go in order to make an impact here. I might have to go opposites.
Everything.
Entire way.
Exactly.
Everything.
So we start 5
wins.
confidence
Mike Mizanin wins. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't think it's happening. What do you think the odds are that we're going to get a traditional Survivor Series match, given these conversations that have been happening between Nick Aldis, Adam Pearce, announced on SmackDown this Friday?
I hope it's the case. I hope they do, because I love those things. In which case, Team Raw never loses those, so I'm going to go with Team Raw.
Fair enough.
Although they'll be kind of depowered compared to wait, what brand is LA Knight on?
SmackDown.
He's on SmackDown?
Yeah. Because Raw, you got Raw's top, all of Raw's top talent is in the WarGames match. All of it.
I know. Yeah. And Aldis, I could see Aldis getting that. He's sort of a prick. I could see him getting that first win.
Yeah.
And then maybe they can revisit this somehow, some way down the line.
I know.
I want to see Aldis
who would be
versus
on Team
Pearce
Raw?
in a match.
Like Nakamura.
Oh, Nakamura, he's going to be taking on CM Punk at Survivor Series. Haven't you heard? Don't you know that's what's happening, Larson? They need to stop. Hey, they got to stop with that Nakamura stuff, dude. They got to stop with that. They got to either put up or shut up at Survivor Series, and it ain't going to be CM Punk.
No.
If Nakamura shows up and he's like, hey, I've been waiting for you, that whole crowd's going to be chanting CM Punk.
Oh,
like
I know.
Crazy.
I know. They can't do that. They can't do that.
Yeah.
They can't do that.
Anyway.
What is the Raw Survivor Series team going to be? Nakamura, Ricochet, John Gargano, and
Gargano ain't doing shit.
And Bronson Reed.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. Put Ivar and Bronson Reed on the same team together, maybe.
Yeah, SmackDown.
You got New Day out there still.
Because SmackDown would have Kevin Owens, LA Knight.
Well, Owens might still be suspended. We don't know about that.
Oh, that's true. So LA Knight.
Yeah.
LA Knight's on that team, so they win.
LA Knight, yeah. LA Knight, Waller, Theory, Austin. But Kevin Owens might come out and spoil that because of the suspension.
Still, LA Knight's going to eliminate Raw talent 4-1.
Oh, yeah. BFTs for everybody.
Yeah.
Billionaire finger traps all around.
Yep.
That could be. So let us know what you guys think in the comments below. Drop us your predictions and your confidence points. And if you need to explain yourself.
Yes.
That's going to do it for this predictions video. Till next time, we'll see you around.
Goodbye.